Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to SCW's Crash Course Season 3 premiere on 2K23. Opening up the show, the night, the season with a tag team match, and apparently someone is time. I don't know what this Titantron is, but oh my god. I guess we're spending the budget here on, oh my god. Lord almighty, pyro, bike, the whole shtick. That is loud. Very loud motorcycle here in the arena. You know, it echoes. It's very loud. A little bit of a warning here. The lights are flashing. Nathan Thunder, sorry, thrown off a little bit. Angels of Death taking on two men that are in the War Games match for us on Crash Course. Nathan Thunder, Trevor Dennis taking on Extreme Tiger and the captain of the Crash Course team, El Paprika, the former world champion, former Crash Course champion. These two, wow, I'm going to skip this just in case. Apologies, if, that wasn't kind to you. But, yeah, we're going to test the what kind of chemistry that these two may have entering the War Games match. The other two men that are inside the War Games match for Crash Course are in matches as well. One in a fatal four-way. No, not a fatal four-way. One of them is main eventing tonight against Shane Robertson and Don Atlas, who just knocked off the former Mayhem champion, the Mayhem champion, whatever. It's not been clarified to me, but that's not my show, not my problem. The man who knocked off the Mayhem champion, former Mayhem champion Zach Sydel, Don Atlas, taking on Shane Roberts, the man who he will face in due time for the Crash Course Championship. Extreme Tiger in the ring now. We're going to see his tag team partner for tonight only. Obviously, his actual tag team partner, Diego Ultimo, won the Cruiserweight title, not booked tonight. But, oh my lord. No. Simply put, I don't need, production exploding. Thank you, LC, for that. We're going to get this match underway. We're going to see how things break down. This is Extreme Rules Tornado Tag. Just because, anything. Oh, my God. Nathan Thunder and Extreme Tiger both going to fly. But we're going to see how Extreme Tiger and El Paprika can do given the circumstance. Nathan Thunder working on Extreme Tiger. Trevor Dennis working on El Paprika, locking in that submission. My God. That is something not seen before. That's got to be painful. Nathan Thunder off the top rope cutter. Immediately, Extreme Tigers laying there lifeless. Trevor Dennis to the top rope. Balled up, sends himself flying. Nathan Thunder already going for a pin on Extreme Tiger, only a one count. I feel like I'm thrown off a bit. My apologies. I am Joseph, the GM of Crash Course, as we enter here Season 3. We went with a little bit more of a sleek design, the blue and the black only. Devlin's Eyed by Trevor Dennis there, going for the cover, only a one count. Extreme Tiger's got a bat now, looking to maybe level the playing field. Trevor Dennis is levitated. Extreme Tiger's just watching him, waiting for the perfect moment. Bat strike along the back, and there you see Extreme Tiger saying batter up. Nathan Thunder's going to help out his tag team partner, Trevor Dennis here. Paprika with a sledgehammer. Nathan Thunder went right over Extreme Tiger. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack. This is obviously the opening show for the season. There's Steel Mania only 5 days away now. Man, we're getting close to it, but a whole lot going on, and oh my God. Extreme Tiger, what are you thinking? Extreme Tiger with the ladder. Oh my game is suffering. Don't mind that. Please don't tell me production's going to suffer. And it is. Trevor Dennis going for the pin here. A one. No, not even a one. Wow. Production struggling a little bit. We'll get this sorted come the next match. Looks like it's going in and out right now. Trevor Dennis picking up and laying down Extreme Tiger. Nathan Thunder sent over into the corner. No, falls before he gets to it. Paprika working away on Trevor Dennis. Extreme Tiger You know, not able to communicate as well as normal tag team. Oh, never mind. Nathan Thunder just did the exact same thing. There you see knee to the gut of Trevor Dennis. Nathan Thunder sent into the corner. Extreme Tiger able to follow it up. There you go. We picked right back up on the pacing. Extreme Tiger rolling out of the way of whatever Nathan Thunder was looking for there. Elbow to the back of Nathan. Paprika's going to get involved. Throwing him over. Nathan lands on his feet, though, and goes right after Extreme Tiger. No, Trevor's going to get in the way. You know, we saw Trevor Dennis and Nathan Thunder pick up that tag title opportunity against Extreme Tiger and his partner Diego Ultimo last week. We don't know when that match is going to be at this moment, but both these teams got something that they are going to be achieving, hopefully, sometime in the near future. AOD's got that tag title opportunity. Extreme Tiger, Paprika have the War Games match this upcoming weekend. You know, maybe questionable putting them in a hardcore match. And Spice Valley Driver connects. This could be it. Nathan on the ground. A 1, a 2, only a 2. Kicking out last second, but maybe questioning why put them in an Extreme Rules match. You know, maybe you want to save them for War Games, but, you know, they're going to handle either way. This is just to get them prepared, make sure they're not all softened up. Trevor picking up Extreme Tiger and planting him. Only a 2 count in the ring. Don't know why production wasn't showing the pin. Nathan Thunder was going for it on top of Paprika, on top of the table. Both of AOD outside the ring, and Paprika meets them, and Extreme Tiger out there. Nathan Thunder rolling Paprika around, planting him on the outside, right next to that solid bat. Now he's going to pick it up. Meanwhile, Trevor Dennis kick around to the gut of Extreme Tiger. AOD is just kind of doing their thing, handling business, but commentators curse Extreme Tiger, El Paprika fighting back into it at the moment. There's a dive by Nathan Thunder. Beautifully executed. It works out, takes out Paprika. Extreme Tiger, though, not going to let that slide, going after Nathan Thunder immediately. Leveling the playing field a little bit. Extreme Tiger with that bat yet again. Unable to use it that time as Trevor catches him from behind, while Nathan hit the bat out of his hand from the front. Rolling out of the way of that bat shot now. Trevor's not able to use it. Headbutt by Trevor onto Extreme Tiger. Paprika picking Nathan Thunder up. Trevor throwing Extreme Tiger into the ring. Trevor and Extreme Tiger both in the ring. No, Trevor went outside. Extreme Tiger's on the other side. Trevor walks over to him. Nathan's in the ring again. Sending Trevor into the ladder. Picking Trevor up, laying him on the ladder. Nathan Thunder has a sledgehammer going right back out to El Paprika. Don't know what Extreme Tiger may be planning here, as we have Nathan Thunder. Oh my God! Extreme Tiger puts Trevor Dennis through the ladder. The ladder has been broken in half. Both men rolling around on the outside. Nathan Thunder and Paprika don't even know what just happened, but both men are already onto their feet. Trevor's more onto his knee, but still making his way to his feet. Kick to the skull of Trevor Dennis. Absolutely insane out of nowhere. Trevor with a punch and a kick to Extreme Tiger. Picking him up now, showing that strength. Spine buster. Oh my God, Extreme Tiger's head might have hit the stairs. We're going to focus on Paprika and Nathan Thunder in the middle of the ring right now. Kick to the gut. There's that cutter type move. Now he's locked in that submission. Can Paprika get Nathan Thunder to tap out? Trevor doesn't even realize what's happening in the middle of the ring. Paprika working Nathan Thunder. Is this it for AOD? Do Paprika and Extreme Tiger enter War Games with loads of momentum? Nathan still just fighting on. He may pass out. Trevor sliding into the ring now. Oh my God, Trevor just decked the referee. That's not Mark with a C. I just realized. Where's Mark with a C? He's the man I hired for a crash course. What the hell? Paprika planting Nathan Thunder. Trevor working on Paprika now. Devil inside. Extreme Tiger looking for a weapon now. Kendo stick testing it out. Trevor picking Paprika up. Puts him into a sleeper. Hey, Trevor, guess what? Remember that ref you punched? Even if Paprika does tap, it won't work. Ref is finally up to his feet, though. Extreme Tiger breaking it up. Ripcord lariat. Makes Trevor do a flip. Going for the cover now as Nathan gets into the ring. Obviously, Nathan's not going to let that slide. Extreme Tiger is somehow baffled that that didn't work. Knee to the skull of Diego Ultimo. Diego Ultimo, his tag team partner, Extreme Tiger. Massive lariat takes out Paprika as Nathan's charging up. Extreme Tiger. Trevor's not going to let it happen. Another lariat, no. Extreme Tiger dumped under it. Nathan Thunder went out for a kendo stick while that happened. Thought, hey, if you're not going to let me do what I was waiting for, you can handle on your own. Picking Extreme Tiger up and planting him. Some sort of muscle buster. Connecting, laying Extreme Tiger out. Paprika fighting off Trevor now. Atomic drop, kendo stick to the head by Nathan Thunder. Going for the cover now. We got a 1, a 2. Paprika kicking out. Trevor picking up Paprika now. Going for something, but knee to the skull of Trevor. Trevor fighting back. Paprika and Trevor going back and forth. Nathan with the weapon now. Extreme Tiger stealing it out of Nathan's hand. That kendo stick, that is. Rolling kick, or basement kick to Nathan Thunder. Extreme Tiger throwing Nathan around. Going for the cover here. Will this be it? A 1, a 2, 3. Trevor Dennis unable to get into the ring. This is it. Extreme Tiger, El Paprika are going to be heading into War Games with momentum for Crash Course. There you see the captain and an up-and-comer in Extreme Tiger. Proud of these men. We're going to get some production issues sorted. All right, as you just saw, that Steel Mania advertisement. This weekend we have, a lot of steel, a lot of war to be held, a lot of hell to happen. But right now we have 2 women about to do battle. From the Welsh Valley, Cynthia Taylor making her way to the ring, taking on a new talent here in SCW. I believe she'll be going down to Warzone in not too long. But for tonight, she is booked against this woman, Cynthia Taylor. We're going to get her in the ring. That's a lot of smoke. We need to clear that up before the match. But Thina Lee taking on Cynthia Taylor here on Crash Course. Second match of the new generation. The women have same, oh my. Thina Lee entering with a flaming bat. Someone, that is a hazard. Don't know what the point of, wow, she's just smiling at it. We're gonna make sure that gets put out. But, we're gonna get into this action as well. There you see Cynthia Taylor, Thina Lee. These 2 women going at it for the first time. Hopefully production's, all smoothed over. Hopefully everything's running well. Oh my God, you can see a height difference there. I believe only Thina Lee is 5'8" or something like that, though. Cynthia Taylor must be a shorter woman, because you can see a visible height difference. But like I said, Thina Lee, check my notes here. Yeah, she's clocked in at only 5'8", sliding out of the ring now. Looks like production's running super smooth now, and I think you know, everything got sorted. Ladder being introduced. Cynthia Taylor tried to do that sliding kick, didn't work out. Thina Lee going for another weapon, a table now. What does she have in store? Looking to make a interesting debut. It seems Cynthia Taylor not wanting to let that happen, throwing Thina Lee into the ring. Getting caught with a big right there, though. Cynthia Taylor catching her, laying her out over the ladder. Going for a roll-up, though. Can she get it? No, only a 1. What a shock that would have been. Going to the outside. Another weapon. What is Thina Lee thinking about? Cynthia Taylor just taking her time. Thina Lee calling Cynthia over. Hammer to the gut of Cynthia Taylor. Ladder's had a mind of its own. Cynthia Taylor baits Thina Lee to the outside. Throwing her around. What the hell was that? I'm thrown off a little bit. Why do we hear that inside this arena? Nobody knows. Cynthia Taylor getting thrown into the steps now. Thina Lee running over. Sledgehammer in hand. Hitting the legs. Cynthia rolling out for the second one. Getting a plethora of strikes in on Thina Lee. So we've seen the motives of this newcomer, Thina Lee, already going for multiple weapons. What's that? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 weapons introduced. I have a very forgetful mind. Don't mind it. I believe it's only 3, though. The ladder, the table, the sledgehammer. Looks like Cynthia Taylor not letting it phase her, though. Let Thina Lee have her fun grabbing the weapons. Cynthia was in control for a little bit, but Thina Lee now back in control right in front of that Crash Course Season 3 logo. Again, shout out to that very sleek design. Thank you, Cheese, for making that. Thina Lee getting thrown into the ring now. Cynthia looks like walking over for that hammer. Sliding into the ring. Thina Lee was waiting for her, though. Sweeps the leg. Flat back. Cynthia Taylor onto the mat. Thina was ready for it, though. Oh, my God. That movement was silky smooth by Thina Lee. Kick to the back of Cynthia Taylor. Picking her up now. Going for that hammer. To the gut of Cynthia yet again. Dropping it again. Going for the pin. Could this be a 1, a 2, only a 2? Cynthia kicking out. Grabbing that hammer again. Hitting the hand. Cynthia rolling out of the way. Thina drops it in reaction. Hurricane Rana by Cynthia on Thina Lee. Going for the cover now. Only a 1 count. Cynthia getting a little frustrated. Obviously, all those weapons introduced. Now she's letting that aggression out. All the weapons introduced, you know, wasting a lot of time. Cynthia waving over Thina. Thina not taking that lightly. Sending Cynthia into the corner. Cynthia catches Thina with an elbow and a right. Walking Thina, no. Thina reversing. Elbows to the gut of Cynthia. Cynthia now reversing, blocking that shot, hitting her with a clothesline, and another. Dodges and a super kick. A very mild one at that, but it's still connected. Kick to the gut, face planted. Thina Lee on top of that table, going for the cover, a 1, a 2. This is no. Kick out by Thina Lee. Cynthia can't believe it. Running over, going to the top rope now. Looking to end it potentially. Elbow connects. Going for the cover again now. 1, 2, only a 2. Thina Lee still fighting. She's still got life. Cynthia taunting Thina Lee again with that hammer that Thina brought out. Hit with the hammer, connects the second time. Thina trying to roll out of the way. Going for the cover again. A 1, only a 1. Thina telling Cynthia, hey, you still got more work to do. Looks like Cynthia may try and do that right now. Throw in Thina off the ropes. No, Thina reversed. Flip over Thina. Heel kick connects. Athena to her face, and oh my god, planted again immediately. Athena caught right up to her feet and was planted. This has got to be it. A 1, a 2, and a 3, and it's over. Cynthia Taylor, impressive win. Showed the patience. Showed the way she can handle the adversity that her opponent brings in. There you see the hammer laying in the ring. The most used weapon. Table not used. Ladder not used. That saves us on the budget. Congratulations. Welcome to Crash Course Season 3. Non-stop action here. We're going to hop right into the next match. Flynn North versus the Ultimate Ace. Flynn North had the unfortunate match against Jesse Heartache where they were not able to pick up the win and the Havoc Championship. Same thing with Ultimate Ace, except for with Dean Magnum in the TV Championship. Obviously, we have those redesigned titles that are so beautifully crafted, but nonetheless, they're not on the show. We will only be seeing 2 titles tonight, and that is the ones held by Jesse Heartache and Shane Roberts. They are not on the line. There you see Flynn North making their grand entrance. The Pimp Goat out. Taking their time. There you see the SCW attire logo. Here's where I'll plug that. SCW attire. Get all your SCW needs. Hats, shirts. I believe we got shorts, pants, everything. Anything you need. Flynn looking, oh my. That caught me by surprise. Flynn looking to make a tremendous jump here in this season. Was a early on draft pick for myself. Although, you know, I've had inquiries made about this talent. I won't go into much else detail, but Flynn North, an extremely impressive, a lot of talent. That's a lot of pyro as well, but extremely impressive. There's going to be a very good things for the future. Yes, Shane, future of this man. Now we're talking about the future potentially of SCW. We got to go back to the past. This man is very much still relevant, but the past that he has had in this company, 2-time world champion, you know, Hall of Famer. Oh my God, Ace. You know, oh my God. My PC survived. We're good, boys. We are good. W's in the chat. My PC didn't die. It is fixed. Knock on wood. Happy days. W's in the chat. Ace, I hate you for testing me like that, but thank you for letting me know everything's good. I want to smack you and then give you a pat on the back. Here we go. Ultimate Ace Flynn North. This match cannot disappoint after finding out that my PC will not die. Big left by Flynn and another one. Grab an Ace immediately. Suplex. Snap variety. Don't mind the way I said that. Flynn with Ace in hand now, throwing him over the ropes onto the apron. Ace fighting back. You see the visual. Oh my God. Float over kick there over the ropes. There's a little bit of a height difference there. Flynn, maybe not the tallest, but agile. Oh my God. Agile enough to catch that kendo stick to the forehead. Ace not letting up. Flynn rolling out of the way, knocking the kendo stick out of Ace's hand. Looking for another suplex, it looks like. Ace not going to let it fly, though. Taking out the leg of Flynn. Went for a big punch there. Ace didn't connect. Flynn now with Ace in hand, throwing him into the ring. Flynn looks like beat up a little bit early on. Ace turning his back to his opponent. Flynn rolling into the ring. Ace catches him, shoves him back. Heel kick. Ace going back to the outside again. Flynn taking a dive. Catching Ace. Ace went for that kendo stick. Flynn knocked it out of Ace's hand. Flynn had the mitts up, but Ace grabbing Flynn. Looking for a power bomb there. Flynn fighting out of it. Running at Ace. Ace swats Flynn away. Knee to the face. Flynn popped right back up. Ace may not have realized. Now he sees Flynn walking away. Maybe trying to recoup a little bit. No, trying to go for a weapon. Uh-oh. Ladder being grabbed. Ace is just watching Flynn. They want to have a hardcore moment. Have at it, I guess. Ace is walking under. Flynn pushing him back against the barricade. Staring at him now. Ace getting sent into the ladder. Flynn picking Ace up, face first into the ladder. See the steel steps as well. Ace trying to bring them over to use against Flynn. Flynn rolling into the ring after sending Ace in. Picking Ace up. Angle slam, Samoan drop, whatever you want to call it. Only a 1 count on that pin. Big left. Few kicks and a punch. Flynn trying to grab a hold of Ace. It didn't work out. Ace reverse now. Flynn reversing. Couple kicks to the thigh. Getting those body shots in, making him a little bit more immobile. Sorry. I was going to say immovable, but very much moved him. Ace taking a dive, taking out Finn, who grabbed a hammer. Drop kick to Flynn. Flynn taking Ace to the ground. Flynn back to his feet. Ace slowly getting there. Flynn picking Ace up again. Swimming him around. Man, my pronunciation isn't the greatest this week, but you know what? We move on. It's a W. Production's running smooth. Ace sent into the ring. Flynn following. Grabbing him now. The North Star connects. Flynn with the 1 in the air, going for the cover. Only a 2 count. Ace barely able to get out. Gets to his feet immediately. Big spinning knee catches Flynn. Ace able to get a moment to breathe. Goes for the steps. Flynn to his feet already. Ace gonna bring those steps into the ring now. Ace into the ring as well. Flynn grabbing Ace off the ropes. Spinning him around. Planting him. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Is this it? No. Ace kicking out. Not giving up that easy. Flynn can't believe it. You saw the North Star hit. Flynn now going for the stairs. Ace is making his way to his feet already, though. Springboard kick connects, leveling Flynn. Ace grabbing Flynn now. Hooking the arm, picking him up. Ace effect. Connecting. Flynn being pinned to 1, a 2. Kick out by Flynn, getting the shoulder up in dramatic fashion. Ace going over to those steps maybe. Grabs them. Flynn rolled out of the ring. Uh-oh. Ace going to the top rope now. What's Ace got in mind? The kick barely missed. Flynn barely stepped out of the way, it looked like. Flynn with the legs of Ace. A Boston Crab variation. Flynn just staring at Ace. Ace able to sweep the leg, though. Big left and another, and a right and a kick. Ace on his feet, reversing what Flynn had intended. Ace back in the ring, though. Flynn joining. Ace grabbing those steps. Should have been quicker. Ace getting sent onto the ladder. Uh-oh. What's Flynn thinking here? We saw 1 ladder broken. Are we going to see another? We are! Flynn, Ace, through the ladder. Ace popped up. Running at Flynn, taking Flynn out. This man is unstoppable. When you think you've done it all, put him down. He just gets up. Open palm strikes onto Flynn. What just happened? Ace kicking Flynn around now. Pulling at the arm. Flynn reversing left. Connects off of Ace's face. Throwing Ace into the ring now. Flynn going to the steps, and Ace is to his feet yet again. Ace doing a little bit of showboating. Flynn in the ring now. Grabbing Ace. He's going to walk Ace over somewhere, but Ace not letting it happen. Reversing elbows to the gut of Flynn. Flynn being sent into the ropes. Run into each other, the two do. Ace tackling Flynn. Open palm strikes yet again. Going for the covers. Ace now. We got a 1. We got a 2. Flynn kicking out. Getting the shoulders up. Ace, the 2-time world champion, Hall of Famer, showing why he is such here tonight. Flynn off the ropes. I thought he was going to plan something there. Ace introducing a chair. Beautiful move. Butterfly suplex there. Flynn taunting a bit. A big elbow hitting the chest of Ace. Flynn with the chair now. Put it up in the corner. Walking back over to Ace. Flynn grabbing. Setting him on the ropes. Ace not letting it happen. Ace back in control. Fireman carry to Finn. Guillotine choke onto the ropes. Stomp there by Ace. Kick by Flynn onto Ace. Flynn's waiting for something to happen. Kick to the gut. Hook in the arms. Icarus lock. Locked in. Will Ace tap out? No. Ace is fighting out of it. Flynn hit a few times upside the head. Ace now with Flynn in hand, sending Flynn into the turnbuckle. Ace is going to go for that chair. Ace taunting Flynn. Flynn walking up weirdly. Gonna go for it again. Picking Ace up. Icarus lock. It's locked in. Will Ace tap? Ace is struggling. Ace is fighting. Will Ace tap? Flynn struggling to keep the hold on to Ace. Ace not wanting to let it happen. Ace could black out, tap out. What's going to happen? Ace is fighting out. Ace to his feet. Flynn as well. Kick to the leg. All right. Hooking the arm. Sweeping the leg. Rolling over into the cover. Ace looking to steal the win here tonight. A 1, a 2. Kick out. Ace back to his feet. Sliding out of the ring again. Gonna opt for that hammer. It looks like Flynn off the top. Not off the top. Springboard connects on Ace on the outside. Flynn walking over. Grabbing those steel steps again. Watch out though. Ace out of nowhere. Grabbing Flynn. Picking Flynn up. Electric chair. No. Drops him forearm to the back of the head. Ace picking up Flynn now. Throwing Flynn into the ring. Ace is going to look under what's in store. Baseball bat. Flynn sliding out of the ring. Luckily it worked out. Hitting the bat out of Ace's hand. Knocking him against the barricade. Flynn picking Ace up and dropping him face first onto the barricade. Bat in hand for Ace. Across the back of Ace. Flynn had the bat. Sorry about that. Ace sending Flynn into the ring. Ace looking under the ring again. Boy, do they like weapons. Table introduced. Flynn sliding out now. Grabbing Ace again. Ace catching Flynn with an elbow, though. Sweeps under the hit. Enziguri by Ace. Connects with Flynn. Ace not knowing what he wants to use there. Kendo stick connects with the face of Flynn. Bust the kendo stick. You can see the piece of wood everywhere on the ground right there. Flynn being picked up. Ace sending Flynn into the apron, it looked like. Into the ring now. Ace taking his sweet time. Catching his breath a little bit. Rolling into the ring now. You can see Flynn laid out on that SCW logo. Ace putting the chair in the corner. Flynn slowly stirring to his feet. Ace goes to the outside. Looking for another weapon. Kendo stick, another one introduced. Flynn meets Ace. Rolling around the arm, picking Ace up. Planting him, oh my god. Brutal landing on the knees. Flynn gonna go for a cover on Ace. A 1, only a 1. Ace throwing Flynn like he was nothing. This far into the match. Kick to the gut of Ace. Picking him up for a third time. Icarus lock. Ace fighting still. Finally tapping to the Icarus lock. Flynn, congratulations, winner by submission. 3 Icarus locks. Nothing to fret by the former 2-time champion. Flynn starting off this season hot.
Here is your winner, Flynn North.
I think the key was the pimp jacket. That's gotta be the reason. Flynn's fired up, and so are we. What a match that was. Congratulations again to Flynn. Impressive by both men in that match. Now we got a fatal four-way. A man welcomed in this past draft. He hasn't been around in a hot minute. Talking about hot, he is the hot topic of SCW. Some say a Bosnian bloodhound. Master strategist, advantage, whatever you want to call him. This man has won loads of matches here in SCW, and most of them have been by dirty pins. But you know what? In Extreme Rules matches, it doesn't matter. Here we have, you know, the signature style of match. This one's a fatal four-way. Typically, they're triple threats. This one's a fatal four-way. We got Extreme Rules. Falls count anywhere. Elimination. Don't mind the upside-down logos. Don't know what their problem is. 4 men in this match, though. There's the first one. Almir. Second, a man who is called up from Warzone, who's got that bitter side of him. William Page. Don't ask him what his favorite animal is. William's making his way to the ring. As he does such, we're going to talk about Steel Mania. Got Team Shane versus Team Cheese. We have the women's War Games as well. And then finally, we got Crash Course versus Mayhem. Crash Course team, Flynn North. We got Paprika and Extreme Tiger that we saw earlier in the night. And then Dawn Atlas, which we've yet to see tonight. Another man called up in the draft. Daisuke Osor highlighted himself on Warzone, won a title. Unfortunately, I drafted him right as he did such. But hopefully he's able to make his way up in the divisions and win a title here on Crash Course. We're going to wait for this final man. A man who is a champion here. Spoke about the titles that we will see here tonight. This is going to be one of two that we see. The Horizon title, formerly known as the Havoc title. Belt in mouth. God, that's gotta hurt the teeth. Oh, that gave me a weird sensation. Here you see Jesse Heartache making his way to the ring. Rocking that Horizon title. The lights are flickering different colors. We're trying to see that title, that beautiful title, one of many here showcased on this new generation. We saw the title for a little bit. You're in the ring now. We're going to get this underway. And, of course, the lights stop flickering. Anyway, 4 men, 1 winner will walk out. Elimination, Extreme Rules, fall count anywhere. I'll try my best to call every and all action happening, but it'll be tricky. Again, I don't know where Mark with the C is, but we roll with who we got. William Page. Backflip. Suplex onto Jesse Heartache. Daisuke and Almir locking up. Backbreaker onto Daisuke by Almir. William Page already looking to eliminate the Horizon champion, Jesse Heartache. Big elbow there by Almir onto Daisuke. Jesse with a kick to William Page and another backbreaker to Daisuke. Jesse going after Almir now. Kick to the gut by Almir. William Page getting involved again, slipping the hold. Daisuke sent out of the ring. Almir doesn't want to deal with them. Drop kick there onto William Page. Almir running at Jesse. The two lock up. Big elbow. Daisuke with a chair in hand now. Across the back of William Page. Almir working the arms of Jesse Heartache early on. Daisuke just letting William Page have it with the chair. The chair's gone. The chair is gone. Back in the ring. Another big elbow by Almir. William Page and Daisuke, the former Warzone men, going at it on the outside. Almir and Jesse Heartache going at it inside the ring. Brutal move there. Almir off the ropes into a drop kick by Jesse. Picking Almir up now, spinning him around like a ballerina. Armbar locked in. Can Almir fight out of it? He does. Rolls over. Catching Jesse now. Throwing Jesse off the ropes. Big boot. Lays Jesse out. Daisuke rolling out of the way of William Page now. William Page dodging. Almir going for a cover on Jesse. What? No! It doesn't count because William Page locked in, you know, a move that is questionably used by another man in this match. Almir grabbing Jesse. Jesse hitting Almir with an elbow. JH must not have liked seeing William Page do that, but it saved him from potentially being eliminated. So, Almir with the roll-up. Almir with the roll-up on the Horizon Champion kick-out. William Page now going for a cover, a 2 count on Daisuke. This is, again, false count anywhere, elimination, extreme rules, anything kind of goes. Another roll-up by Almir onto Jesse. A 1 and only a 1. Almir trying to do his sneaky tactics yet again in this new generation. Forearm by Daisuke onto William Page. Almir and Jesse to the outside. Jesse took a bow, grabbing Almir. End of Heartache to the back of Almir. Going for the cover now. Looking to eliminate Almir. A 1, a 2, only a 2. All 4 men in close vicinity. William Page grabbing Daisuke now. Locking that arm behind the hand. Daisuke fighting out of it though. Jesse throwing Almir back in the ring. Getting him out of the way for the moment. Knee to the gut. No, knee to the skull. Oh my god. Did Almir just dive onto Jesse? Beautiful move by Daisuke onto William Page. There's a lot going on all at once. DDT from a kneeling position onto Jesse Heartache. Clothesline levels William Page. Going for the cover now. Daisuke looking to eliminate William Page. A 1, 2, kick out. Snap suplex by Almir onto JH. Almir and Daisuke run to the other side of the ring. The two lock up. I don't think either of them realized that they were both running to that side. Jesse Heartache and William Page now going at it. Jesse Heartache with the taunt. William Page with the kip up. Reversal by William. Stomp to the arm. Almir taunting Daisuke now. Pulling at the nose of Daisuke. Rubbing his face in the mat and a stomp to the back of the neck. My lord. William Page introducing a table into the match. There you see the sky-high view of the arena. You see all the fans. William Page walking over, sliding the table into the ring. I didn't even realize. Ankle lock locked in onto Daisuke. Fighting out of it, it looks like, though. JH and William Page locking up inside the ring. JH going to the outside. Right back in the ring. Leveled by a clothesline. Almir going for a cover on Daisuke. A 1, a 2. Kick out. William Page in control. Knee to the skull of Jesse. Almir with Daisuke now. DDT on the outside, face first. William Page charging up Jesse Heartache. Float over. There it is. What Jesse calls the party poison. Will Jesse tap to it? Meanwhile, on the outside, Almir going for a sharpshooter. We could have 2 eliminations here. Daisuke taps. Daisuke's eliminated. Jesse fights out, though, of what he calls the party poison. William Page in control, sending Jesse off the ropes. The two run into each other. Almir grabs William Page, picking him up. My God. Oh my God. Dropkick by Jesse right after, leveling Almir. Rolls under, face buster onto the knee of JH. JH rolling Almir over, slamming the arm into the ground. William Page introducing a chair. Almir sweeping the leg of Jesse. The chair's gone. By God, the chair's gone again. Almir punching away at the face of William Page, the bloodied face. Clothesline to Almir, picking him up again, pushing him back, another clothesline. Walking over, picking him up again, and a third clothesline. William Page walking up on JH. Now JH senses him, kick to the leg. A few more. Picking him up. Rolling through on the cover. A 1, 2. William Page kicking out. Almir in the ring. Kip up. Drop kick to JH. Almir going after William Page now. Picking him up. Pile driver again onto William Page. William Page holding his head. You know that hurt. Almir standing over William Page, showboating a little bit, swiping the face. Jesse Heartache with the hammer in hand now. Sliding into the ring. Almir with a knee, misses. William Page, dive onto Almir, connects, drop kick to JH. Kick by JH onto William. Almir now going after JH. JH returning a punch. Almir swiping the arm of JH and a drop kick, leveling JH. Almir picking up the sledgehammer. JH rolling out of the way, knocking the hammer out of Almir's hands. Off the ropes goes Almir. JH just wanted that hammer again. William Page not going to let him use it. Picking him up, knee to the face. Going for the cover now. This could be it for Jesse. A 1, a 2, kick out. Last second kick out. Almir now going after William Page. Not letting William Page catch a break. Got that ankle. Locking it in on the ground. Rope break wouldn't count. Locked in on that leg of William Page. Will William Page tap to save his ankle? William's going to fight out of it. JH also using the hammer. Not very effective. William going after JH now again. Rolling him over. Enziguri connects. Almir and William locking up again. JH rolling out of the ring. Almir grabbing William. Picking him up. Reverse pile driver. Almir with a plethora of pile drivers. William Page sends Almir to the outside. William Page picking up the hammer. JH looking under the ring. Almir seeing JH with a ladder. What is happening here? Big left to JH. Hammer strikes to Almir now. Almir to his feet. Code breaker. Face buster, whatever you want to call it. But he goes for the cover on JH. A 1. 2 is JH gone. JH is gone. Almir is pinned the Horizon champion. Now going for the cover on William Page. A 1. 2, is this it? No. William Page kicking out. Last possible second. Almir thought that was an easy win. Super kick caught. William Page kick to the skull of Almir. Kick to the gut. Face buster. 1 knee. Planting Almir. Is this it for Almir? A 1. A 2. Getting the shoulder up. Last second again. William Page walking over, grabbing that hammer. Taunting Almir with the hammer over his shoulder. Goes for a swing. Waited too long. Almir kicking the leg. Knocking William Page on his ass. Kick to William Page. We can't really see what's happening, but we know what's happening. Multiple kicks to the back of William Page. Now going for the cover. A 1, a 2, only a 2. Albert, the ref, been quick with it for the most part, only had that 1 instance. Almir grabbing William, not working out in his favor, returning a strike, picking up Page, backbreaker. This match has been an all-out war. They had to follow up the last match, and they have. William Page throwing Almir back. Picking him up now. What's William got planned? Hurricane Rana. Sending Almir all over the place. Kick. Lays Almir out. A stomp. Grabbing the arms now. Picking Almir up. Sending Almir into the ring. William Page follows. This could be the end. Almir slowly getting to his feet. Picking him up. Knee to the face. Almir may be asleep. Going for the cover is William Page. A 1, a 2. Is this it? Almir kicking out. Almir last second kick out. William Page sending Almir off the ropes. The two run into each other. Almir grabbing William Page now. Picking him up. Swinging him around. Face planting William Page. William tried to roll out of the way. Almir didn't let him. Big right. Famouser there. Zigzag, whatever the hell it's called. Almir just putting in the work. Stomping on the face of William Page over and over again. William Page not liking it. Kick to Almir. Almir returning with a kick of his own. Hit to the back of the shoulders of William Page. A chop and a right and another. A chop, a right, a chop. Almir hitting William Page with some nasty combos right now. William finally on his back, rolling out of the ring. A dive by Almir. Almir diving to the outside, false count anywhere, going for the pin. A 1, 2, is this it? 3. Almir with an extremely impressive win over the 3 other men. What a match it has been. What a match it was. What a night it's been. Things have turned up since we fixed that production. Almir soaking it in. That ladder's basically T-posing. The hot topic of SCW is now here on Crash Course, making a statement. Hopping over to another women's match. One half of the women's tag team champions. Toni Rose set to take on the sister of a man we just saw, Jade Heartache. There you hear it, Extreme Rules. Toni Rose, Jade Heartache, not walking out with the title. What? Why did he announce like Toni Rose? I have no idea. Toni Rose making her way to the ring either way. Toni Rose been on a warpath here on Crash Course since returning, and before the women's show that we had on Wednesdays.
From Belleville, New Jersey, Jade.
There you see Jade Heartache rocking a new jacket. That is snazzy. Don't mind the way I said that, snazzy jacket. Making her way to the ring. These two, a little bit of history. Just a little bit. We're going to get this match underway, though. Extreme Rules. Pinfall or submission in the ring. There you see Albert starting the match. Running dropkick missed. Toni Rose off the ropes. Dropkick connects against Jade. Shining Wizard, whatever you call it, to Jade as well. Following it up. Hooking the arm suplex. Toni Rose off to a hot start. Going for a cover, though. Immediately, a 1, only a 1. Toni Rose with a punch to Jade. And another forearm. Catching Jade. Jade's got to snap into it. Tony's already going for a submission on Jade. Looking to make this thing over fast. Jade fighting out of it, though. Toe hold. Knocks Toni to the floor. Jade now sending Toni off the ropes. Clothesline misses. Toni catches herself on the ropes. Both women going for a attack at the same time. Both women missing. Jade slamming Toni onto the mat. Stomp to the head. Another. The disrespect now going for the cover. A 1, a 2, only a 2. Jade to her feet already. To the outside, maybe looking for a weapon. Toni Rose also on the outside. A bat introduced by Jade. Across the skull of Toni. Now across the ribs. Taunting her opponent is Jade. Again, oh my god, you heard that knock. Toni back to her feet though. Jade not letting it happen. Sending Toni into the steel steps. Grabbing the bat yet again. Again hitting Toni. Toni's been hit with that bat about 3-4 times now. That can't be good. Toni picking up Jade. Jade fighting out of it. Planting Toni flat backed onto the outside. Toni being grabbed by Jade. Planting her on the bat. You heard Toni's head hit the bat. Toni being picked up yet again. Thrown into the ring this time. Jade taking her time. Onto the apron, into the ring now. Don't know what she's going to plan for there, but Toni back in control, throws Jade into the turnbuckle. Tony to the outside looking for a weapon now. Sledgehammer in hand. Drop kick. Catches Tony. Tony rolls right back outside. Getting in the ring now. Hammer in hand. Jade is just using these weapons like no other. Corner again by Tony. Drop kick connects again. Rolling Jade over now. Going for a cover. A 1, a 2. Kick out by Jade. Jade to her feet. Grabbing Tony. Knee. Kick to the back of the skull. Going for the cover. A 1, 2. Looking to this be it. No. Tony kicking out last possible second. Tony rolling out of the way of that sledgehammer hit. Now it looks like that submission's going to get locked in yet again on Jade Heartache. Pulling at the arm and the neck. Toe hold again sends Tony to the ground. Oh my God, tackle by Tony onto Jade. Tony now throwing the arm to the mat. Stomping at the head of Jade. Jade slide out of the way. Big punch to the gut of Tony. What's going on here? Jade just forcing Tony to the ground. Beating her ass. Rolling Tony over. Spinning kick. Hits Tony right across the chin. Going for the cover now. A 1, a 2. Tony getting her shoulder up. Jade still in control. Picking Tony up now. The crowd chanting, "We're not worthy." Oh my God, a massive right by Tony onto Jade. Another, that one missed. Catching Jade still though. Jade now with Tony rolling her over again. Slamming her down to the mat. Grabbing the arms. Pulling the hair. My God. That's gotta be painful now. Going for the cover. Could this be it for Tony? A 1, a 2. No. Tony kicking out barely. Jade to her feet. On top of Tony with vicious punches to the skull. Tony not blocking him in a slap to finish it off. Jade grabbing that sledgehammer. Missing. Going for a hit. Toe hold. Sleeve. Sends Jade to the mat. Hooked arm. Plant. Oh my God. Jade's head hit. Jade is out cold. No. What the hell? Jade's head hit the metal part of the hammer. Kick to the back by Tony onto Jade. Vicious punches there by Tony onto Jade. Tony picking Jade up. On the shoulder. No, Jade fighting out of it. Planting Tony. Grabbing her. Salida del Sol. No, Tony picked her out of the air. Planted Jade Heartache on the mat. Tony flipping over. Submission locked into Jade. Jade getting out of it almost immediately though. That's got to have taken all of her energy. Jade picking up Tony. Yanking at the arm. Sending Tony to the mat. Tony slowly making her way to her feet. Jade's not going to let her on her own. Pulling at the arm yet again. To the mat again. Oh my God. Landing right on the hammer. Jade going to the top rope. Maybe no, to the outside. Tony following. Jade doesn't even realize. Looking under the mat. What's out there? Kendo stick not being able to be used. Tony caught her. Jade catches her that time. Tony catching her in exchange. The two just staring at each other. Tony rolling Jade over. Spinning kick again. Right across the jaw. Elbow doesn't connect to Jade. Grabbing Tony now. Throwing her around. Drop kick misses. Tony's pissed. You saw her slam her hand into the ground. Tony's looking under the ring now. What's that? Big ass ladder being introduced again. Watch out for those fans. Jade in ring with that hammer. Sliding to the outside. Tony, what the hell? Tony must have taken Jade's legs out with that slide under the ladder. Jade with Tony in hand, though. Walking around in circles, flaunting. Tony didn't like that. Elbows to the head. Sending Jade into the ladder now. Picking her up. Uh-oh. We saw how this went earlier. Listen, girls. We got a budget for this show. My God! Senton putting Jade Heartache through the ladder. We have a budget, ladies, and this show's not even over. Third ladder being gone through. Tony sending Jade into the barricade. Goes for a clothesline miss. Jade now catching Tony, throwing her around. Elbow to the side of Tony's head. Kick to the gut. Picking Jade up and planting her flat backed onto the outside. Picking Jade up again. Throwing her into that steel pole. Tony going into the ring. Watch out, Albert. Tony grabbing the hammer, no dropping it. Uh-oh. Tony, what are you thinking? You already put her through a ladder. Going for the dive. Elbow drop onto Jade on the outside. Stomp to the gut. Tony, listen, you can win this match potentially. Just get her in the ring. Picking Jade up now, grabbing her. Suplex on the outside. Just Tony relishing in this brutality on the outside. Putting her through a ladder. Jade Heartache's got to be hurting. Jade to her feet. Stops Tony from using that candlestick, and a bitch smack in a second. Now hitting with some closed fists. Jade on top again with those punches. And the slap to finish it off. Jade's got to find some kind of fight to end this match. Tony Rose has just put Jade through hell. Tried looking to use that sledgehammer, unable to do so. Tony grabbing Jade now, spinning around, spinning. Oh my God, neck breaker head. I don't even know what that was, landing Jade's back of the neck on her own shoulder. Both women in the ring now. Tony grabbing Jade. A little bit of a bump to the side of the head. Stomp to the head. Grabbing her. Flipping over again. Looking to make Jade tap. Is she going to? She is. Tony Rose continuing her dominant reign on Crash Course. Not reign, her dominant run. Tony Rose walking away with the win.
Here is your winner, Tony Rose.
Not previously mentioned, but Tony Rose, Cynthia Taylor, the two women walking away with wins. They're moving on to the next round. We're going to crown a women's champion here for Crash Course. These women are warriors. That's what the title's called. A new one will be crowned shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, taking a little bit of a left turn. Nope, we're skipping this. Pyro, Jesus entrance. Not having it. Don Atlas already in the ring now. Shane Roberts gonna make his way. Sorry, there's not gonna be a title on Shane just because having to redo this match. Nonetheless, though, Shane's gonna make his entrance. These two meeting for the first time, still to assess what's to happen to Don, because as we call it in SCW, he had butcher stats. But nonetheless, this match is going to be happening right now. Maybe you can tell by the change in my voice, the change in my energy, that, you know, it's a later time. But we're back. Sorry to break the fourth wall a bit. We're going to get this show closed out here with the main event. Don Atlas, Shane Roberts. Shane running up, catching Don immediately. Double stomp to the chest. Shane walking over to Don now. Don grabbing Shane. Carrying Shane over to that turnbuckle. Drops him face first on it. Don picking Shane up. No, Shane reverses. Gonna grab him again for that double stomp. Shane, one of the most impressive champions in SCW history, if not the most impressive. World champion, Mayhem champion, current Crash Course champion, Havoc champion, Tag champion. soon-to-be Hall of Famer, announced last week after the show where he won the Crash Course Championship. Shane, I promise you next week you will come out with the Crash Course title. Shane grabbing Don now. Locking in that sleeper hold. Pulling away at the neck and head of Don Atlas. Don Atlas fighting out of it though. Both men to their feet. Don with a kick and a chop. No, Shane ducks under it. Shane, former UFC fighter. Beautiful move there by Don. Shane rolls out of the ring. Smart strategy, making him come to you. Sweeps the leg. Now repetitive punches to Don Atlas. This was going to be a sweet return home for Don Atlas, but then things happened. Now I want to be the one hitting Don upside the head repeatedly. Shane sending Don into those steel steps. Shane picking up Don. Don reversing, sending Shane to the floor. Now Don sends Shane around the outside of the ring. Don rolls in. Taunting a little bit. Don't know if that's well advised. Flying forearm connects to Don Atlas. Springboard forearm connected. Shane going to the middle rope now. that frog splash or that splash didn't connect. Don now grabbing Shane. There's a little bit of a suplex. Big right there by Don onto the back of Shane. Out sending Shane flat back onto the mat. Don stepping on the hand of Shane Roberts now. Don's going to do it again. Repeatedly just stomping on the hand of Shane Roberts. He's going to do it yet again. I've seen him do that more than I've seen the wrist clutch assault. He's going to do it again. How original. Stomping at the arm, Shane rolling over now. Stomping at the same arm, just rolled over. Don now choking out Shane for a little bit. This match has hit a little bit of a stall. Shane unable to get anything started. Don now taunting. Shane's to his feet though. Catches a kick by Don. Shane off the ropes. Don just tosses him. Shane pops up right into the arms of Don. Shane hits him with an elbow though. Springboard drop kick off the middle rope by Shane onto Don. Shane off the ropes. That kick misses. Don levels Shane. Don picking Shane up. Shane slips to the side. Doesn't get it. Hit a combo of kicks on that leg of Don. Shane just hitting that combo on Don. Don not liking it, fighting back, but Shane's going to fight back too with some elbows to the side of Don's head. Backbreaker to Don. Neck breaker to follow it up. Shane standing Don up. This is a submission match. You can only win by locking in a submission and making your opponent tap out or black out. Where's Shane going? Shane, what are you doing? Pop-up stunner connects. The showmanship of Shane showing. There you go, the Dragon Sleeper locked in on Don. Will Don tap? Will he tap out? Blackout. What will happen? Can Don fight out of it? Looks like he's struggling there a little bit. That arm's become a little bit limp. Struggling. He's able to roll over. Kick to the back of Shane. Shane returns with a kick of his own. Shane now with Don in hand, sends him into the corner. Knee to the skull. Gonna follow it up with a bulldog. No, Don reversing, throwing Shane. Heel kick didn't connect. Don had his arms up. Don now gonna send Shane into the corner. Don with a big right. Face planting Shane. Shane's busted open on the middle turnbuckle. Don stomping that arm yet again. Probably going to see that 50 more times. Never mind, Shane going to fight out of it. Going to the top rope now. What's Shane having planned? Shane calling Don up. That kick misses. Don now grabbing Shane, picking him up, throwing him. Shane just goes spinning. Shane taking rest. Don's talking shit. Running boot connects in the corner. Don grabbing the leg of Shane, stomping at it. Don letting Shane get to his feet. There's that neck breaker. Shane's laid out, Don. You can only win by submission, though. Don dragging Shane to the middle of the ring. Going after that leg. That one-legged Boston Crab. Locked in. Shane Roberts fighting. Shane Roberts struggling. Can Shane get out of it? Will he tap out? Shane fights out of it. Shane now grabbing Don. Fireman's carry. Forearm to the head. Picking Don up again. Dragon Sleeper. This has got to be it. Dragon Sleep. No, Don breaks out of it immediately. Don missed whatever that was. Forearm across the head of Don again. Picking Don up now is Shane. Running towards a mushroom stomp. Sends Don flying. Don Atlas slow to get to his feet. Dragon Sleeper, third time. This is it. This is it. There's no way Don breaks out. There he goes. Taps out. Shane Roberts beating the challenger to his title. This has been Crash Course here on SCW. Thank you for following throughout the technical difficulties. We're set up for a better show next week. We still got Warzone and Mayhem later this week, as well as Steel Mania again this weekend. Can't wait to see you in chat. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube, join the Discord. My name's Joseph. I'll see you later.